Hi all and welcome back. So today we're here with another session and today is about where can I work as an apprentice. And once again, it's myself, Rebecca Shaxted, who works for Cato, and Helen Witcher, who works for the education people.
So the first question today we've had through social media is, can I be an apprentice doing anything? What I would say is when you look at the larger companies or companies in general, there will be some apprenticeship standards that you'll see again and again, and they're slightly more common. These might include business development standards, marketing, legal, security, or logistics. So for the bigger companies, these are going to be slightly more common, but there may be other jobs within those companies that specify more on the sector that they cover.
But the second question today is, what can't I do as an apprentice? Now, currently you can't be a doctor as an apprentice, but you can be a nurse and you can still work in the healthcare system. What we've also got is areas like the arts, so being a singer, an actor, a musician, maybe going into sports, so being things like a footballer, being a sports person. Now, the reason that you can't do that is because normally as an apprentice, you are contracted with the same employer for maybe a year, up to 6 years, depending on the levels that you're doing. And the acting world, the singing world, musician world, football world, you know, whatever that may be, may not be able to offer you that length of a contract, which means they aren't able to tie that qualification in with it. But there are opportunities within those sector areas. So if you are looking to be working in theatre or the arts, you can go and be a lighting technician, you can go and be in production or journalism, whatever kind of area you want to go. Same with the sports, the sector areas that Helen mentioned earlier, you can take into kind of football clubs, hockey clubs, whatever it may be. You can go work for business development for a football club. You can have those opportunities. It just might not be being that centre stage person, so being that footballer or that musician or that actor.
If you're undecided what kind of apprenticeship you're looking for or what you want to focus on, it's a really good idea to have a look at the A to Z of apprenticeships document and have a look at all the weird and wonderful opportunities that are out there as an apprenticeship standard. I've chosen 3 which are particularly bizarre, and Rebecca's done the same. So one of mine is demolition. You can actually go into demolition as an apprentice, maybe for a construction company. So if you're interested in going into construction but don't want to go down one of the more traditional routes like bricklaying or tiling, you might want to consider that. Another one is environmental conservation. The environment is big on the world's agenda at the moment, and the apprenticeship world has responded by creating a standard for that. So make sure you have a look at that one. And the other one is if you're interested in the health and social care sector, but you don't want to go down, again, one of the more traditional routes, you can do lots of weird and wonderful things, including things like supporting people with prosthetics. What would your top 3 be, Rebecca?
Okay, so I've continued along with kind of the creative and the arts, which obviously was mentioned earlier. So we'll start off with one that isn't so wild, but I think is still a really, really good opportunity, which is floristry. So you can go into floristry as an apprentice. We've also got spectacle maker. So if something that's really, really interesting to you, you can go down into making those glasses. And then the last one, which is especially out there for the arts and crafts, is organ builder.
Thank you for joining us today. I hope you found this video useful. Just make sure whenever you're looking at all of these apprenticeship standards, just check that there's a provider in your area and check that it's an area that you're really interested in before you make the application.